Greetings from Eastern Nigeria, Omochukwu. Happy Sunday. The news update. Your ineffectiveness is responsible for the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Prominent Igbo son berates Southeast governors. Now, Charles Ono, a university don, has criticized the Southeast leaders, particularly the governors, for their inability to secure the release of Nnamdi Kanu. The leader voiced his criticism towards the Southeast governors for what he perceives as their failure to secure the release of Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Chief Ono expressed his concerns, emphasizing that the continued detention of Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu has raised serious questions about the effectiveness and commitment of the Southeast leaders in protecting the interests of their people. Of course, you will recall that the leader of the IPOB, who is a prominent pro-Biafra activist, a freedom fighter, was abducted in June 2021 and was extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya to Nigeria, and has been facing frivolous charges of treason, illegal possession of firearms, and incitement. Of course, a court of competent jurisdiction has declared him free of all these frivolous charges, but the federal government still kept him in detention facility. Now, Chief Ono expressed his disappointment with the Southeast leaders, accusing them of not doing enough to secure Kanu's release. He argued that it is their responsibility to stand up for their people and ensure that justice is served. According to Chief Ono, the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu undermines the unity and progress of the Southeast region and calls into question the leadership ability and capability to advocate for the rights of their constituents. Furthermore, Chief Ono called for unity among the Southeast leaders and urged them to put aside their personal differences to work towards securing Onyendu's release. He emphasized that the situation requires a collective effort and urged the governors to engage in dialogue with relevant authorities to find a peaceful resolution. Yes, and the criticism from Chief Ono comes amidst growing tensions and calls for the release of Nnamdi Kanu from various quarters, including human rights organizations like the United Nations Working Group on Human Rights and other pro-Biafra groups. Many argue that the prolonged detention without trial raises concerns about due process and the rule of law. Additionally, it has fueled further grievances and tensions in the Southeast region. So, this man, Chief Ono, have said it all of what the Southeast governors have done. He's talking about collaboration, that the leaders should collaborate, they should come together, particularly the governors should come together and put up a formidable front to go and negotiate for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. If they were ineffective, yes, they were. Particularly those governors that left office, the likes of Umahi, the likes of Ibazu, and that of Enugu State Governor, Ugwanyi. Okay? They were ineffective indeed. Umahi, who was the governor, or the chairman of Southeastern Governors Forum, would have said it. He used that position to advance his personal cause. He wanted to use it to curry favor from Buhari, so that Buhari will hand him over as the president of Nigeria. As what? So at the detriment of your people. Now, you come to Ibazu. Ibazu is just there. He wasted the 8 years in Abia State. We are sorry, the people of Abia State. It was like a wasted years for them. He was carrying handbag for governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike. He also will be traveling. Ibazu will go and carry his handbag So what is the essence? What was his achievement in Abia State? If not that he constructed one bridge for almost 8 years. One bridge, 8 years. That was his achievement for 8 years. While he was, carrying handbag for the governor of Rivers State. Ugwanyi Buruburu was there. Herdsmen was invading communities in Enugu State. Herdsmen invading communities. So what are we not talking about? The Hamofu? Mention them. So many communities was overrun by herdsmen, armed herdsmen, terrorists, who said they were herdsmen. You see, so where are you talking about? Are you talking about the Imo State governor who is still there today, collaborating with the federal government of Buhari, to continue to detain Nnamdi Kanu? Or Soludo, who is just making, statements of how we work and release Nnamdi Kanu? Soludo is just making statements, no action, just statements. So the governors have lost it all. We are looking upon these new governors, Alak Soti, Peter Mba, and Wifro from Ebonyi State. We are looking up to them now to collaborate with the likes of Soludo and the man who is in Imo State, the chief insecurity officer, because it is obvious now that the people who put him there, they have left office. Yes, talking about Buhari, and now soon Malami will vacate there. So let's know whether his senses will come back, because this thing this man is saying is the truth. They were ineffective. They didn't do anything. If anything, they were the ones who were fueling it at Abuja, telling the federal government not to release Nnamdi Kanu. And that was what happened. Particularly the Imo State governor was traveling to Abuja almost on a weekly basis to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu remains in detention facility. So we are telling them now that there is still time to mend their ways, particularly those who are still there, like Uzodimma. He still have time from now till November, when he will leave office, to amend his ways. Let them collaborate and find a lasting solution to this. First of all, release the leader of the IPOB. If they come together, forget their differences, forget the ego, and tell themselves the truth, that they are there to represent their people, their constituents, to defend them. Yes, their region in particular. But they were busy pushing their interest, separate interest in Abuja. While he was there pushing his personal interest. Uzodimma was pushing his personal interest. Ibazudia, personal interest. Enugu State Governor, Buruburu, personal interest. What about the Anambra State Governor, Soludo, who wants to become president? While he was sworn in as the governor, he has ambition of becoming president. While not up to 1 year he was sworn in as governor, he has shown that he wants to become president of Nigeria. So these are what we are saying. The meeting they held together, they said, look, they will form a Southeastern security outfit or patrol. We're not talking about a bag. A bag is gone. They said they will hold a meeting where they will have Southeast security, that will be parading, moving along these places, the border areas, and that thing didn't happen. The meeting ended and they left, and all of them started, so they forgot about everything about it. The collaboration they needed to do to secure their region, to work together. That was how the Southwesterners did. Apart from Amoteco, they made sure that June 12th becomes a public holiday. By June 12th, every Southwestern governor will declare public holiday for the region. But 30th May, that the Biafran said, we are remembering our heroes, our fallen heroes, those people who paid the supreme price during that 30-month civil war. Let's remember them. The Southeastern governors will not do it. What they will do is to arrest people who are observing it peacefully. So this is too bad. We are watching them, particularly this Mba in Enugu State. We are watching them closely. So we are using this medium to tell them to to repent, like Ozodin Mass, to repent, then the likes of Mba, who is new in office, he should retrace his steps. Oti, he should make a movement that will show us that it is indeed for his own people. And the likes of Wefru, you know that Umahi would like to control him. But what we are saying is that Wefru have to stand on his own and give a good account of himself, because tomorrow his administration, he will be accountable for his administration. Umahi will not come and be accountable for